Hello and welcome to another pocket yoga program. Today we are going to be working on those arms. So if you are ready to get a little bit more svelte and toned and stronger along the way, come join me today on the mat. This program is designed for you to be able to do any time of day as a standalone or to tack on to an existing flow or other workout that you have going. So let's begin in puppy pose or heart to earth. Inhale, and then as you exhale, melt the body down to the mat, dropping your forehead down to the floor. Now tense your fingers as we start to warm up the wrists as well. Just sending lots of love throughout the arms and really feel the activation happening already, especially in the armpit area. Now go ahead and lower your palms back down to the mat. And let's walk our hands over to the left side and then melt yourself back down just to get a good side body stretch here. All right, walk your hands back through center and then over to the right side, melting down to the floor. So nice. Now walk your hands back to center and gently walk your hands back into tabletop, walking your knees forward. Now we're going to practice hovering table. Inhale lifts you up, first arm activation, and then lower. Inhale lifts you up. Exhale, lower. One more. Inhale lifts you up. Exhale, lower. Nice. Now let's do thread the needle, toes to touch, knees as wide as the mat, left hand right below your face. Really push up and out. Pull that right arm across the body. And let's rotate the wrist in each direction, really taking care of the arms. Then extend, then do a big circle down and around in each direction, warming everything up. Now reach for the sky and then thread the needle coming all the way down to the mat, lowering down onto that shoulder, walking your head away from the shoulder, opening up some space. And if you want to take a bind with that left arm back behind you, that feels good. All right, if you took a bind, go ahead and unwind. Lift yourself up and we'll do the other side. Right hand replaces the left. Left arm pulls that imaginary bow and arrow and releases it to the sky. Let's do a circle in each direction, warming up the wrist. Get nice and long. And then do a big circle with the arm now down and around in each direction. Just doing one for now. And then reach for the sky. And then as you exhale, thread the needle, coming on down on this side. Doing your little checklist, making sure your ear is away from the shoulder, walking your head down the mat if you need. Taking that bind or elongating the arm down the mat in front of you. And let's unwind and bring ourselves back up as we now begin to work on our triceps. All right. What I want you to do now is actually bring your hands to the center of your mat so you can make a diamond shape with your pointer finger and your thumb. We're going to do plank push-ups. I'm going to do supported plank. You can go full plank, but we're going to take it easy here today at my house. All right. We're going to do little dips down and then push yourself back up. Little dip down, then back up. Keep going, letting your breath move you. So exhale, lower, inhale, lifts. Exhale, lower, inhale, lifts. Okay, do one more. You got it. Ooh, so good. Now bring your hands back to normal. Now we're going to do a little Chaturanga hover. So bring your hands in so they're like you would do Chaturanga. So they're right underneath your shoulders. We're going to lower down, keeping the elbows near the body now, holding it here, pulling that belly up, and then lift yourself back up. Let's do that again. Exhale lowers you down. Hold it there for a breath. Maybe a couple of breaths, and then lift up. Whoo, I feel that. Let's do another. Lower yourself down, holding it here. You got it. Lift yourself back up. One more. Come on, let's do this. Lowering down, let's hold it here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, so good. Sit back on the heels for a little quick child's pose to stretch out the arms. So good. Lift yourself back to center. And now we're going to do side plank, but supported. Come onto your right side of your body, bringing your right arm underneath you, forearm straight out. Now what we're going to do is bend our left knee, and we're going to lift ourselves up just off the floor, grounding down through that left foot. Now reach your arm towards the ceiling. And then as you exhale, you're going to thread it through. Inhale lifts you up. Exhale, thread it through. Keep going. What we're doing is really working the shoulders, the mid-back, and also really strengthening the arm that we are propping ourselves up on. Keep going. You've got it. You're doing great. Make sure you're breathing. All right, last one, lifting up. Maybe lift that left foot up off the mat, lifting the hip up, holding it there for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Softly lower everything down, and let's switch sides, swinging the legs over. And let's do that same thing on the left. Making sure your elbow is underneath your shoulder, nice straight line, bending that left knee to give yourself a little prop. And then when you're ready, lift those hips up off the mat. Right arm sweeps up. Exhale, thread it through. Inhale, lifts you up. Exhale, thread it through. Keep going. Inhale, open. Exhale, thread. Whew, I'm feeling it. I bet you are too. Keep going. Do one more. And then open the arm up and let's hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So nice. Now gently lower yourself down. And we're going to do reverse tabletop now. So come to the center of the mat. All right, what we're going to do is walk the feet in as close as you can to your glutes, fingers towards your heels. And we're going to lift ourselves up off the mat. Now, what I want you to do is drop the weight of your head backwards. And you can keep your spine and your neck in complete alignment. If you want to open up that throat, you can drop the weight of your head. Just be mindful of the shoulders. I'm going to keep mine straight like this. Let's stay here for a couple of breaths. Really lifting up through the glutes. Feeling that strength in your arms. You might be shaking. That's okay. We're just moving energy around as we get ourselves toned and strong. All right, bring your head now back to like more of a neutral position. And what we're going to do is little tricep dips. So you're going to bend through the elbows, lowering the booty down to the mat, and then push yourself back up. You got it. Let's do this as many times as you can, going very slowly. The idea is not to have to do 100 of these, but to do these in a very mindful manner. Do 2 more. Lifting up that booty, making sure not to completely drop up, but coming into reverse tabletop each time. All right, now let's lift the right leg and do tiny little pulses. Just give me 5. And then switch legs. Left leg lifts and then tiny pulses. And then lower. Oh my goodness, that was so good. Now come to staff pose. Getting tall in that spine, lifting up through the arms. Now lift your arms up overhead. And then as you exhale, drape the upper body over the legs. Dropping the weight of the head. Feel all of that wonderful oxygen coursing through the body. Inhale, gently come back up and swing the legs around and we'll get a little stretch. If you want to do another circuit of that, please rewind and do the video again. Otherwise, we'll end here. Take your right arm across your body, dropping that shoulder away from the ears, and then take your left hand on your forearm or above your elbow and give yourself a nice push, pulling the arm in and getting a good stretch. Make sure to breathe. I got a good workout in. I hope you did too. That was quick but effective. So if you want to do that maybe once a week or add that on a couple times a week, please do. You can rewind the video and do it as many times as you like. All right, go ahead and release. Now sweep that arm up overhead. Drop your hand behind you. Take your left hand to your right elbow and then pull back. Really getting a stretch through the arm and the armpit here. Getting tall in that spine as you ground down through the legs. Really feeling tall. Wow, we elongate those muscles. All right, go ahead and release and switch sides. Go ahead and bend that left arm back behind you, grabbing the left elbow. Stretching, stretching. If you want to add a little side bend, please do. Otherwise, just stay here. Sending lots of love to those arms. All right, go ahead and release and then bring that left arm across the body and get a good stretch through the shoulder, taking that shoulder away from the ears. And let's take a big breath together. Let's release our hands. Inhale, arms up overhead to touch. Exhale, hands into heart center. Shut down the eyes if you have time. Just connecting to your heart, your mind, helping calibrate your day. Feeling all that oxygen running throughout the system now. Really press your hands together, elbows wide. Inhale deeply, lots of love in. Exhale, lots of peace. Releasing the breath, empty, empty, empty. Inhale deeply, fill the belly, fill the lungs. Exhale, empty, 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 all out. So good. All right, my darlings. Thank you so much for joining me. I am so grateful to have you practicing together with me. It's awesome, and I feel very honored. So let me say that my higher self sees and salutes your higher self. Have a beautiful day, and namaste. Thank you, and I'll see you again soon.